Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we're actually going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph and also MTech in regards to CBDCs. This is actually very, very interesting now because we got confirmation, which is pretty, I would say, alluding to the idea that CBDCs are coming and Hbar is going to have a huge role in it. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some breadcrumbs, a little bit of speculation, if you will. But with that being said, sit back, relax, and if you guys are an Hbar holder and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe, turn notifications on to never miss an update. Also, smash the like button and also comment down below why you guys do love Hbar. So, overall, we understand that the price action on Hbar hasn't been incredible. You know, a lot of assets haven't been doing incredible moves just yet. And I think Hbar is poised for a major breakout very soon. I'm going to be obviously talking about that later. But when we talk about this asset, we know it's a huge asset within this entire scene in regards to finance and also the payments gateway sector. But today we got some interesting confirmation from MTech themselves and also Hbar as well. So when we initially talked about this, we always talk about MTech's obvious Project New Dawn, and things just got interesting. So let's actually look into this. So even though we knew MTech was working with Hedera on building CBDCs, we didn't have official confirmation. Now we do, which means tech is mature enough to go public and start promoting it. MTech will leverage HCS for private CBDCs, US Federal Reserve. It's your turn. Now, obviously, within this, right, we do see here the joint effort will bring together MTech Inc.'s Ethereum-based CBDC core solution and Hedera's public ledger, targeting a faster, more secure alternative to legacy blockchain consensus. Now, right, when we look into this and read this overall article, okay, so we do see here they're obviously an award-winning software company modernizing central banking infrastructure for financial inclusion and resilience with blockchain-based platforms, and Hedera Hashgraph, provider of the most used sustainable enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy, announced today a partnership to develop an enterprise-grade, highly performant, highly secure, and energy-efficient CBDC infrastructure product. Now, when we talk about this and when we really look into it, we read the quotes here, and the quotes are very interesting to say the least. Blockchain technology and the mechanisms of distributed ledgers are new and important, especially for emerging markets. In developing a cash-like central bank digital currency, we know scalability, resilience, and performance are expected. This partnership brings both companies' unique capabilities together to design modern financial market infrastructures that deliver on those key principles. CBDC is more than a software application. It's an infrastructure, and we want to get it right. Of course, right? And of course, we see, you know, a lot of these major developments and research ideas in hand with these massive inclusion solutions. But here's the interesting thing, right? MTech and Hedera Hashgraph will collaborate on ecosystem management, innovation, and capacity, building around CBDCs, stablecoins, digital assets, and distributed ledger technology more broadly, particularly in Africa and the Caribbean. Then we see down here, we're thrilled to collaborate with MTech to give central banks around the globe the opportunity to explore realistic ways to bring CBDCs to fruition, and this collaboration will enable a groundbreaking use of the Hedera network and services. This partnership is about delivering high performance and high trust. We're excited to see how MTech will meet and exceed the criteria and demands for scalable, secure CBDC solutions. So, when we're talking about this, right, and again, we do see here down here, a country's digital currency impacts its entire economy. It's critical that the technology powering it is built with security, scalability, resilience, and performance in mind. It's exciting to be partnering with Hedera Hashgraph, who shares MTech's commitment to delivering solutions that meet those needs. Now, the very interesting thing about this, okay, when I talk to you guys about MTech and Hbar before, I've always discussed CBDCs, you know, banking, inclusion, all that kind of stuff. But we never had full confirmation on this, and there's so many little breadcrumbs within this article as well concerning, you know, stablecoins, digital assets, all that kind of stuff. Now, when we always talked about this, we always go back to, like I said, their website. And when we look at their website, this is all for modern banking. This is all talking about, you know, innovation, resilience, and all that kind of stuff in regards to a digital economy, digital currencies. Now, the best part about this is we come all the way down to, you know, first off, the Project New Dawn. US Federal Reserve digital dollar push payments, people and small businesses, a base cash wallet for anyone who wants it, debt neutral economic stimulus schemes. Now, the best part about this entire, website is the Project New Dawn white paper. Okay? So when we look here and we look up Hedera, first off, this is the biggest piece of the puzzle, and I've mentioned this multiple times on this channel. I'm sure a lot of people are kind of tired of hearing about this, but when we look at this is all for interoperability through financial institutions and CBDCs and digital cash blockchains and the entire infrastructure, all this kind of stuff. And we also know that Hedera Hashgraph will be the trust layer within this entire scene. The best part about this is the fact that, first off, they are working with Microsoft on this with Hbar. So will Hbar have, a GC member that is Microsoft at some point in time? Who knows? That will be very interesting. Now, again, with all of this in mind, why would, Hbar be the number one choice for all of this? Besides scalability being speed, security, all that kind of interesting things that we've always talked about. Well, first off, let's look at what is a central bank digital currency, all that kind of stuff, on the Hedera website. Okay, we do see here the Bank of International Settlements, or the BIS, states that over 80% of central banks are already researching CBDCs. It begs the question, why are the institutions preoccupied with CBDCs? In this Explorer, we cover CBDCs. Of course, they're talking about, a digital currency issued by a central bank, universally accessible. They're talking about those main offers, and we do see why issue. Very simple. We are already talking about how the digital cash infrastructure is growing day by day. Again, here's the different types of CBDCs: retail, central bank, digital currencies, which we do know that MTech is trying to build out these as well. And then, of course, we see wholesale central bank digital currencies. And then, of course, we do see the idea of just central bank digital currencies, which is the main point of them having their hand in the pot to control it. And of course, we do see our countries experimenting with CBDCs: China, digital yuan; Sweden, e-krona; Bahamas, sand dollar, which we do know they are already built within the MTech scene. If we go over to MTech, we actually scroll down, we could see Central Bank of Bahamas, sand dollar. This is already built within their model. So this is actually very interesting to see as well. Now, we do see there's so many other ones as well in regards to the Caribbean as included, right? Excuse me. Now we do see here CBDC's path to mass adoption. Okay, this is where basically everybody will be utilizing CBDCs. This is the mass adoption end game. We do see here it needs proper management infrastructure, wherein transactions can be first verified and then modified under the jurisdiction's law. They're talking about, with Hedera acting as publicly verifiable log of transactions for CBDCs that live in permissioned blockchain frameworks. Banks that layer customer services on top of the payment layer can trust and verify that transaction information is accurate. Again, they're talking about how Hbar could basically be utilized within this entire system and essentially be the main name in the game for all of these, right? Then we come over here for payments on Hedera, which is the biggest piece of the pie. Now we talk about real-time settlement, low and predictable fees, regulatory compliance. Then we scroll down a little bit more, and we do see here mint, manage, and transfer value. Okay, and going back to this MTech article, and when we highlight the idea of CBDC, stablecoins, digital assets, and all that kind of stuff, look at this, right? Stablecoins. Stablecoins offer the security and decentralization of cryptocurrencies with the price stability of fiat currencies. The Hedera token service enables the deployment of stablecoins on the Hedera public network. Hedera token service helps businesses meet regulatory requirements through native compliance configurations. Very interesting, right? Then we do see here CBDCs are regulated by countries' monetary authority and typically deployed on permission blockchain frameworks. Utilize the Hedera consensus service in combination to preserve privacy while enabling transparency and trust for national and international payments. Very interesting. Then we do, of course, see cryptocurrencies, which essentially could be digital assets, or we could go to tokenization, which is the idea of digitized assets or digital assets in general. Again, when we talk about the entire breadcrumbs of the Hedera network, we all come back down to CBDCs, stablecoins, digital assets, all that kind of stuff. And we talk about the major innovation that's happening at Hedera, utilizing Hbar as the main fuel source. And if this is the case, right? If this is a confirmed CBDC working, which I mean, a lot of people are saying basically one step before confirmation at the huge role Hedera will play, especially with the U.S. Federal Reserve, CBDC, not to mention the South African and South Koreans, whose largest banks are in the Hedera Council. If you are not aping in now, I don't know what else is there, right? And this is what I've been talking about for the longest time, because when we talk about Hedera and we talk about these banks that are going to be working with Hedera in the long term, and we talk about CBDCs, this is the major innovative idea behind Hedera. Okay, I've discussed multiple times how Hedera will stretch out to pretty much everyday life. Everyone will be utilizing Hedera on a daily basis. Just check out their pinned tweet. They're talking about the entire token service. They're talking about how they take over. This is pretty much the end game, right? Tokenizing pretty much everything. Everything will be tokenized. No matter what you will be doing, every single day, you will be utilizing some sort of digital asset. And I honestly think that when we're talking about, Hedera Hashgraph and Hbar, I think that this is the end game. Tokenization of everything. This is where you will be utilizing Hedera on a daily basis. This is where you will be utilizing Hbar on a daily basis. Hbar will be a household name. All right, everybody will know of Hedera Hashgraph. Everybody will know of Hbar. And I think, when we're talking about first, second, and third generation technology throughout this entire space, Hashgraph technology, in my opinion, is so disruptive throughout this entire space, and it really does have the potential to disrupt pretty much everyday life. I've discussed this. I've talked about it multiple times. Hbar is an asset to watch for. I understand that the price action hasn't been incredible, right? We look at the all-time chart and, this doesn't look, this looks fairly bullish to me, but to a lot of people, they want this to be, in the dollar plus amounts, and I get that. We will get there, right? But Hbar, or Hedera Hashgraph, if you will, is a long-term asset that for a lot of people, if you can, holding this long-term is an easy job done, right? Because long-term, the growth behind Hedera Hashgraph is going to be absolutely incredible. So with that being said, to wrap this up, do I think that MTech and Hedera Hashgraph are building a CBDC? From all the breadcrumbs, from everything that I've seen, from the Project New Dawn white paper that specifically mentions, the Federal Reserve working with, some sort of project like, MTech and basically working with Hedera Hashgraph, I say it has a high possibility, right? And I think that this is only the beginning to what's to come for a digital cash infrastructure for all. Now, to wrap things up, just to let you guys know, for anybody who does want to know my exit strategies, all that kind of stuff within the entire market, you guys could get these products on my website, NCashOfficial.com. I also have an Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack that includes everything that is on the website, plus all free new content will be included in this pack as well. So guys, if you are interested in that, definitely get that. If you are interested, you guys are not obligated to purchase this at all. Of course, I'm just letting you guys know. So with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.